Hi, I'm Kyle Borg, and I'm the owner of Arrowhead Insurance. I've been an insurance agent for over 20 years, and I'm also a professional firefighter. Over the years of working two careers, you can imagine I've witnessed a lot of auto accidents, and I've used this experience to help me come up with 4 ways to make sure that you have the right car insurance coverage. Now, there's really no other way to say it. Carrying just state minimum for auto insurance will put you at risk of being an underinsured motorist, and it will not properly protect you or your family's finances if you're at fault in an accident. Going with just bare bones car insurance coverage required by your state means you will be on the hook and paying much more out of your own pocket if a major accident should happen. So here are those 4 ways to avoid being an underinsured motorist. 1. Go beyond the state minimum for bodily injury liability. Bodily injury liability insurance covers you as the car's driver for any type of injury that you may cause someone else when you are behind the wheel. So don't settle for your state minimum bodily injury liability. This important protection is not sufficient at state minimum. In Arizona, the state minimum is $15,000 per person, $30,000 per accident. That's 15/30. Drivers choosing the state minimum for bodily injury could be on the hook for a lot of medical expenses if they should hurt somebody when they're behind the wheel. So, you're probably wondering, how much bodily injury liability coverage should you get? Insurance experts recommend carrying at least $100,000 per person and $300,000 per accident for bodily injury coverage. Otherwise, any additional cost from the accident comes out of your pocket. You'll be doing the right thing to protect yourself and the other driver. So don't skimp on this very important protection. And increasing liability coverage to get the best auto insurance protection comes pretty cheap. Consider the following. Based on our comparative rater analysis of rates from 6 major insurers in nearly every Arizona zip code, the average cost for state minimum liability coverage is $532 per year. Increasing that to $5,100 averages only $571, so that's only $39 a year more by increasing your liability. And if you bump that up to $100, $300, that average goes up to just $609 per year. So, number 2, don't forget adequate property damage. The minimum property damage in Arizona is $10,000. If you hit somebody else's property or vehicle with just $10,000 of coverage, it would be really hard to replace any kind of new vehicle with that low coverage limit. Number 3, make sure you protect yourself against uninsured and underinsured drivers. This important auto insurance coverage protects you if an uninsured or underinsured driver is at fault and they don't carry enough insurance to cover the damages that you've sustained in the accident. This coverage also applies if you're a victim of a hit-and-run collision or if you're hit as a pedestrian, according to the Insurance Information Institute. Uninsured drivers are everywhere. Nearly 30 million drivers in the U.S. are uninsured. That's nearly 13%. The last thing you need to know is make sure you have enough coverage to protect all your assets. Are you still wondering just how much insurance do I need? Are you worried that you may be underinsured somewhere with your auto insurance coverage? A good rule of thumb is to get enough auto coverage to protect the total amount of your assets. So, as your savings and investments and the value of your home increase, your insurance should increase as well. Have no doubt, your home could be at risk. If you're at fault in an accident and your insurance doesn't cover the full amount of damages, the other driver very well may sue you in court and win a judgment that could put a lien against your house. Once you've protected your assets through adequate auto insurance coverage, talk to your local independent insurance agent. Just like me, they can run the rates of anywhere from 10 to 15 companies and make sure you're paying a fair premium for the proper protection your family needs.